Seems like you would be more interested in that, like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher were before Ashton and his Diddy partying became a set. Like, there's a lot of that's government-based going on. You got Ashton Kutcher in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show. Then they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with their daughters. I'm glad. I'm sure you're glad, like Bruce Willis has dementia right now.
Oh. Demi Moore has a wild movie out. I forgot what it's called, but I'll Google it. Yeah, The Substance.
He went right back to Mila, though. He went right back to where he wanted to be.
You know, age appropriate.
Not even age appropriate. Was that your Illuminati assignment?
Ashton Kutcher's high-profile relationships have always kept him in the public eye. But his connections with controversial figures like Jack Diddy have raised new questions as controversies swirl around him. Some wonder if his ex-wife Demi Moore knew more about his tumultuous associations than she did. And now, under intense scrutiny, the lingering shadows of his relationship with Moore and his ties to Diddy cast doubt on what secrets may still be. Hidden Ashton Kutcher's journey through the treacherous waters of Hollywood's elite began with his high-profile marriage to Demi Moore when Kutcher and Moore married in 2005. The world was fascinated. Their relationship was a staple of tabloids, and their significant age difference was a point of constant discussion. Moore, who was 15 years older than Kutcher, had already established herself as a Hollywood icon, whereas Kutcher was still emerging from his That Seventh Show fame, transitioning into film and television production.
Attended Fairfax High School in Los Angeles at different times. And that's not all they have in common. Mila married her That 70s Show co-star Ashton Kutcher in 2015, and the couple have 2 kids together. The 43-year-old was previously married to the Ghost star from 2005 to 2013. There seems to be no bad blood between the actors, as the ladies embrace their commonalities for the amusing ad. Last February, Mila revealed to Access Hollywood's Zuri Hall that she and Ashton were surprised that they fell in love so many years after their hit show.
What do you remember most about how that show changed your life?
I mean, I got my husband out of that show, right? So that's probably the most memorable thing.
What would young Mila have thought about that at the time? Would she have even believed it was your spark?
No. I joke about it, but my husband and I were 2 very different people.
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago when we reconnected 8 years ago. And anyone that ever tells you, oh, I saw this coming, is lying. This was not one of those things. So we're still as shocked.
Their marriage was often highlighted by their public appearances, affectionate social media posts, and the blending of their families. However, the relationship was also plagued by rumors and scandals. Kutcher was accused of infidelity multiple times, which Moore later detailed in her memoir Inside Out. The stress from these accusations, combined with Moore's struggles with addiction and personal issues, led to their split in 2011 and eventual divorce in 2013.
Yeah, this is sad, but I won't say shocking. Of course, there were allegations in September that he had, cheated on her. They've been tweeting back and forth. She says that, she's the only one that has her own back. He says, don't believe the hype. So she put out the statement, and it wasn't a joint statement. It was, I have decided to leave the marriage.
And that's different because normally with a celebrity couple, you receive a joint statement.
Exactly. This one was very different. And she said that as a mother and as a wife, there are certain vows that she holds sacred. So you can read into that what you will.
And Logan, it's difficult.
It's definitely difficult, especially when you're in a fishbowl like they are.
But also, people are the age difference are playing into, and she was a bigger star than he was when they first got together. How does that all play in?
Well, I mean, there are definitely challenges with big age gap relationships, 2 people in different stages of their life. Maybe the older person is less likely to be flexible. But in this case, we really didn't see that because his career thrived with her, and she had younger children at the time. So I don't get the sense that this is what this was about. I mean, I think that we were really rooting for them in the beginning.
Following his divorce from Moore, Kutcher rekindled his relationship with Muniz, his co-star from That 70s Show. The duo had shared undeniable chemistry on screen, and fans were thrilled to see their romance blossom in real life and dating in 2012, married in 2015, and have since had 2 children together. Their relationship seemed to be a narrative of redemption and true love, contrasting the tumultuous end of Kutcher's previous marriage.
This year's Rat Pack. Oh, how depressing.
That's what I'm talking about. That was hot.
Here's where it gets really weird and not hot. They're doing the Best Villain Award. Goldmember, Bullseye. These are awful. The girl from The Ring. She ends up winning. She has to come up. So after all this hot, weird Diddy and Ashton Kutcher, we have 13-year-old Demi and Chase come up. It's just weird. It's weird, and it gets weirder. Oh yeah, with the 2 hot men. Here's the 13-year-old girl who won.
Hey! Oh my gosh, this so rocks.
Here's where it gets creepy.
I won the MTV Movie Award.
Coming to the after party tonight.
Yeah!
Still to come.
Are you coming to the after party? Yeah! Ew!
Amidst his personal life, Kutcher's friendship with Sean Diddy Combs has been a constant yet controversial element. This unlikely duo first crossed paths during the production of MTV's Punk'd, which Kutcher produced, and Diddy frequently guested.
Did you first
on
meet?
their friendship
I was doing Making the Band on
evolved
MTV. He was doing
beyond
Punk'd.
professional collaborations,
I gave him a
turning
call
into a
one day and I
bond
said,
marked by shared
I heard
interests,
that you are going to
notably
punk me, and I just don't think that's a good idea.
In addition to their date nights going on talk shows, we've also seen video clips of Ashton actually at these parties. Over the years, Ashton and Diddy have been seen at various events together. Diddy has spoken fondly of Ashton, describing their relationship as more than just an industry friendship. Ashton has also referenced their bond, although with a level of discretion, which it really comes down to the parties and the stories he doesn't want to retell. In an interview from 2019, Ashton was actually speaking about a Diddy party, saying, "There's a lot I can't tell." In the moment, people didn't really read into it, but now knowing what we know about these parties, who celebrity A is. Maybe the A stands for Ashton. He told this story on Hot Ones, so let's go ahead and react to it together.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, like
Dude,
actually cycling through them.
Creepy.
There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over Punk'd, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like,
I feel like this is actually his PR story. They totally have these PR stories they keep going to when they don't want to speak about what's really happening.
I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out, watch football.
Kutcher has often spoken about his adventures with Diddy, painting a picture of lavish parties and high society events, yet these anecdotes have a darker undertone, especially as Diddy's legal troubles have come to light.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I just heard about that. But you heard about the reports that Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends? You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So they were close, they was cool.
But you think Diddy would do something like that? Lie on other celebrities?
Well, why would it have to be a lie? Because if he get caught in, he gonna be as truthful as possible. You understand? He's gonna give them enough information, whereas that it's gonna make him look like the choir boy. So, Ashton Kutcher, he has a right to be kind of alarmed if he was doing things with Diddy.
Diddy, a mogul known for his influence in music and fashion, has faced numerous allegations over the years, ranging from financial impropriety to more serious criminal accusations, including sexual misconduct.
My day job is as the chairman and the co-founder of Thorn. We build software to fight human trafficking and the sexual exploitation of children. And that's our core mission. My other day job is that of the father of two, a 2-month-old and a 2-year-old. And as part of that job that I take very seriously, I believe that it is my effort to defend their right to pursue happiness and to ensure a society and government that defends it as well. But the right to pursue happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped. It's abused. It's taken by force, fraud, or coercion. It is sold for the momentary happiness of another. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man that was a sex tourist in Cambodia. And this child was so conditioned by her environment that she thought she was engaging in play.
The parties hosted by Diddy were legendary for their opulence and secrecy. Celebrities including Kutcher were frequent attendees, and these gatherings were said to be playgrounds for the rich and famous.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
Kutcher has mentioned these parties in various interviews, often with a mix of nostalgia and caution, hinting at wild stories that he claims he can't share publicly.
Today I want to talk about the Danny Masterson case. It's something that's been in the news for a while now. Honestly, the whole thing is very depressing. I've seen quite a few people speak on it at this point, and it seems they all start their videos talking about how they were fans of this person and the show, That 70s Show. Yeah, sure, I watched it growing up. I'm a 90s kid. It was like part of what I would see after school, but like, it's hard to even think back on that time positively because I just feel like so gross. Like, this is why we can't have nice things. No matter what you were a part of, no matter what you do, I feel like there's gonna be some celebrity thing that comes out where these people are horrible. And then for me, I've said this in previous videos, if I find out the person is horrible, I can't support their art, anything they've ever been in. It just all grosses me out and I can't have anything to do with it. So like, even sitting here saying, oh, I used to watch, like, I feel cringe. It's very hard for me to even say that, but because it is so relevant for so many people, because it was a popular show, we're all kind of sitting here like disgusted at everything that's going on.
This veil of secrecy has led to rampant speculation about what actually transpired at these events, with Diddy's recent indictment and arrest. The spotlight has intensified on everyone associated with him, including Kutcher. The resurfacing of old interviews where Kutcher alludes to untold stories has only added fuel to the fire, prompting questions about his awareness and involvement in any illicit activities.